What's going on, everyone? Like Sports, back with another video. In this video, I'm going to be talking about the New York Giants. I actually have a lot to talk about in this video. I'm going to be talking about a popular guy around New York Giants town and the chances of him coming back. I think you guys all know who that is. A lot of people are going to be interested in this topic. I'm also going to talk about where the New York Giants go from here this season, and are they still alive? And let's get started right there. Where do the New York Giants go from here? This is a team that's been dealing with a ton of injuries, and it just sucks. I mean, it's awful, the amount of injuries they've sustained. They're 2-6. They're slowly starting to get guys back, but then when they come back, they get hurt again. Kenny Golladay looks like he's going to play on Sunday. That would be huge for the Giants, a big boost for him and the Giants. So hopefully he's able to get back on the field, but where do the Giants really go from here? They're 2-6, and the wild card, the 7 seed, really isn't impossible. And the Saints, who are the 6 seed, although they're 5-2, they got their third string quarterback as of right now. When their second string guy gets back, he's not going to be great. They're not going to have their starter back at all at any point in the year. So is the wild card a possibility? Sure, the 6 or 7 spot is definitely a possibility. The Giants are only 2 games back of the 7 spot, and they really have, some really easy opponents moving forward. And let's get right into that. So I posted a tweet, and in that tweet I said roughly along the lines of, if the Giants can split 2 of 4 with the Raiders, the Buccaneers, the Chargers, and the Cowboys, and win out, they're going to be the 7th seed. That'll give them 9 wins, which I think is very possible. Even if they win 1 of those 4 games, or they still win 2 of the 4 and they drop 1 of the easier games, that gives them 8 wins, and that still might be able to get the 7th seed. But let's look at the opponents. The Giants and Raiders play on Sunday. I have the Giants winning that game, and then they have their bye week. But realistically, outside of the next 2 games, the Raiders, Buccaneers, and then the Chargers and Cowboys, if they can win 2 of those games, their opponents are the Eagles twice, it's a very winnable opponent. The Miami Dolphins, who are worse than the Giants, they're actually 1-7. That's a winnable game. And then the Bears, who have a rookie quarterback, very winnable. And the Washington football team, who have been awful this year, they're 2-6. As are the Giants. So I definitely think the Giants are still alive. Is it likely they make the playoffs? No. Am I going to still root for them? Absolutely. I don't want to tank as a Giants fan, and I think they are definitely still alive and should go and try and win every single game. A lot of people think I'm a very, I'm a fan of the Giants that is very, biased and always optimistic, which I am. I like to be with, really all my sports teams. And I hope the Giants make it. And to be quite honest with you, it's not likely at all, and I'm not predicting this, but I could see it happen. It's a scenario I really could see happen. The Giants have been in, other than the Rams game, they've been in every game this season, which is a good thing. And week 1 against the Broncos, they weren't really, in the second half, they weren't competitive in that game, but realistically, they played some very good opponents, and they've been competitive. In the Dallas game, we don't really count. We had nobody playing in that game. So overall, I think the Giants are still alive. Where do they go from here? I think they just go, act like it's week 1. Just try and go out and win every single game. Try and get everyone healthy again. Keep them on the field of the guys that are close to returning. That means Barkley. Hopefully he's able to get back after the bye. I think he will play on that Monday night game in Tampa. Hopefully Galladay's able to have a big week if he does play. And hopefully the Giants are able to build. And hopefully they're able, the defense is able to continue to play the way that they have. And hopefully they're able to string together some wins and give our fans hope. And maybe, you never know, the Giants could end up with a couple weeks left, looking, on the outside, looking into the playoffs with a, potential possible shot at it. And at the end of the day, when you're 2-6, that's all you could hope for. So I'm going to remain hopeful and, root my ass off for the Giants and hope they win out. I know that's not likely, but hopefully they win a whole bunch of the games remaining. So overall, I think the Giants are still alive. They're on a very slim They don't have a great chance, but their hopes are still up in the, they're alive, and hopefully they're able to compete. And I think they should compete, and I think that's where they should go ultimately from here. Now that brings me to the topic that everyone wants to hear, and that's Odell Beckham Jr. This guy is a stud. OBJ is one of the greatest receivers to ever put on a New York Giants uniform. And the first thing, when I woke up this morning and I saw that he officially was going to be released by the Browns, I'm not going to lie to you, the first thing that came to my mind was I pictured him wearing the number 13 on the New York Giants. That's the first thing that came to my mind. Could it happen? Absolutely, it could happen. I feel like Odell is a guy who never wanted to really leave the Giants. And, deep down, I think he views the Giants as his home. And I'd be lying to you if I told you I don't want him back. I would be ecstatic if the Giants went out and brought back number 13. He's a playmaker that he doesn't come around very often, and he's a guy who, he's definitely slowed down, and he's not going to bring, the same game that he brought 4 years ago to the Giants, but he's definitely a guy that's going to draw in viewers. He's definitely a guy that's going to make the fan base excited, maybe get the team going, give him a boost. I definitely would not mind the Giants bringing back Odell. And I would not be surprised if Odell has interest. The only thing is, the Giants GM is Dave Gettleman, and he's a bum. He's an idiot. We know that. But if John Mara, wants OBJ back, I mean, and I hope he does, and I hope Odell Beckham comes back to the Giants. But realistically, it's going to cost you nothing because he's going to be making the league minimum. But am I predicting that? No, not right now. Maybe at a later point in his career. But right now, I think he wants to go to a Super Bowl contender and a team that's closer to winning, and that's not 2-6. But deep down, I think OBJ, he has a soft spot in his heart for the New York Giants. Overall, guys, am I predicting OBJ to come back to play for the Giants? No, not right now. Maybe at a later point in his career, I could definitely see it. I could definitely see it right now, but again, I'm not going to predict it. I hope at some point he's back here, and I think it's a real possibility, a higher possibility than if he were to come here now. Again, I'm not going to predict it, but I think Odell would really enjoy coming back here, and I think it's something that would really interest the guy. But you guys let me know what you think about all these topics, OBJ, as well as the New York Giants and where they sit right now, the state of their team, and where they go from here. Are they still alive? You guys let me know in the comment section down below, all that good stuff. And as always, please leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel if you guys are new. We'll see you guys all in the next video. Let's go New York Giants.